Hey everyone, welcome to the Great English Podcast, your go-to show for learning English and mastering life skills. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Mark. Today, we're excited to explore a topic that's super relevant, whether you're moving to a new city, starting a new job, or just trying to make new friends.
Exactly. Our focus today is on navigating new social spaces and how to build connections when you're in unfamiliar environments. This can be especially challenging when you're learning a new language or adjusting to a new culture. But don't worry, we're here to help you make those connections with confidence.
We know that stepping out of your comfort zone can be daunting, especially when you're in a new place or meeting new people. So, in this episode, we'll share practical tips and strategies to help you connect with others and build meaningful relationships.
That's right. We're not just talking about making acquaintances, but about developing genuine friendships that can enrich your life and support your personal growth. And we've got a special guest today, who's experienced all of this firsthand.
Yes, we're thrilled to welcome Emma, who has successfully navigated new social spaces in several countries. She'll share her personal experiences and strategies for building strong connections in different environments.
Whether you're an introvert trying to step out of your shell, someone who has just moved to a new city, or a language learner looking to practice with native speakers, this episode is packed with tips you can use right away. Let's dive in.
First, let's talk about why building connections is so important. Friendships and social networks provide emotional support, opportunities for learning, and a sense of belonging.
That's right, Mark. Having a strong social network can make a huge difference in your overall well-being. Friends are there to celebrate your successes, help you through tough times, and provide a listening ear.
And for those learning a new language, having friends who speak the language fluently can be incredibly helpful. They can offer real-life practice and help you with language nuances that textbooks might not cover.
Exactly. Friendships also allow for cultural exchange, which is invaluable in today's globalized world. Understanding different cultures can broaden your perspective and make you more adaptable.
So, let's start with some tips on how to overcome the initial challenges of meeting new people, especially in a new environment. The first step is often dealing with shyness and nervousness.
Shyness is something many people struggle with, but there are ways to manage it. One effective approach is to join groups or clubs related to your interests. When you're doing something you enjoy, it's easier to connect with others who share your passions.
That's a great point. Engaging in activities you love gives you a natural conversation starter and helps you feel more at ease. Another challenge is dealing with language barriers, which can be particularly daunting.
Language barriers can make it hard to start conversations or understand others fully. But remember, the key is to practice and not be afraid of making mistakes. Most people appreciate your effort to communicate and are happy to help.
Attending language exchange meetups is a fantastic way to practice. These events are designed for people to practice different languages in a supportive environment. You can meet others who are learning your language and offer to help each other.
And what about finding common interests? Sometimes, it feels like you have nothing in common with new people, which can make it hard to form connections.
Exploring various social events and activities can help you find people with similar interests. Try different clubs, sports, or community events. The more you expose yourself to new experiences, the better your chances are of finding like-minded individuals.
Being proactive in starting conversations is also crucial. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but taking the initiative is often the best way to meet new people.
Starting with open-ended questions is a great way to keep the conversation going. For example, instead of asking if someone likes an event, ask what they think about it so far. This encourages them to share more and leads to a more engaging discussion.
And don't underestimate the power of small talk. Even though it might seem trivial, small talk can break the ice and lead to deeper conversations. Comments about shared experiences or mutual activities can help you connect.
Another common challenge is the fear of rejection. It's natural to worry about being turned down or ignored, but it's important not to take it personally.
Rejection is part of life, and everyone experiences it. Focus on the positive interactions and keep putting yourself out there. Remember, not everyone will become your friend, and that's okay.
Being genuinely interested in others is essential. Show curiosity about their lives, hobbies, and opinions. People appreciate when you listen and show interest, which helps build trust and rapport.
Consistency is also key to building friendships. It takes time and effort, so be patient. Keep showing up to social events, follow up with people you've met, and stay engaged in activities you enjoy.
Don't forget the importance of body language. Positive nonverbal cues like smiling, maintaining eye contact, and having an open posture can make you appear more approachable and friendly.
The more you practice social interactions, the more comfortable you'll become. Making friends is a skill that develops over time, so keep trying and stay positive.
Now, let's hear from our special guest, Emma. Emma has experience making friends while living in different countries and cultures. Welcome, Emma.
Hi Catherine and Mark. I'm excited to be here and share my experiences with your listeners.
We're thrilled to have you. Can you tell us a bit about your background and how you've navigated new social spaces in different countries?
Sure. I moved to several countries for work and study, and each time, it was a challenge to make new friends and adapt to different cultures. I found that joining local clubs and participating in community events were great ways to meet people and practice my language skills.
That's fantastic. What are some specific tips you can share for building connections in a new environment?
One important tip is to be open and approachable. Smile, make eye contact, and show genuine interest in meeting new people. It can be intimidating, but a positive attitude helps a lot.
Great advice. How about taking the initiative to start conversations? Many people find this difficult.
Taking the first step can be challenging, but it's necessary. Don't be afraid to introduce yourself and start a conversation. It could be as simple as commenting on something you both have in common, like the event you're attending or a shared interest.
You mentioned language exchange groups earlier. How did they help you, and how can others find similar opportunities?
Language exchange groups were incredibly helpful for me. They provided a supportive environment where I could practice my language skills and meet people who were interested in learning. To find these groups, you can look online for local meetups or join language learning platforms that offer community events.
And what role did social media play in your journey to making new friends?
Social media was a big help. It allowed me to connect with people before meeting them in person, which made face-to-face interactions less intimidating. Platforms like Facebook and Meetup often have groups or events for people looking to make new friends or practice languages.
How did you maintain the friendships you made after those initial connections?
Consistency is key. Keep in touch regularly through messages, calls, or in-person meetups. Show genuine interest in their lives and participate in activities together. Shared experiences help strengthen bonds.
And finally, how did you handle rejection, or the fear of not being accepted?
Rejection is a normal part of life. It's important not to take it personally. Focus on the positive interactions and remind yourself that everyone feels nervous at times. Persistence and a positive attitude will eventually lead to meaningful connections.
Thanks so much for sharing your insights, Emma. Your experiences are truly inspiring and offer valuable advice for anyone trying to make new friends in unfamiliar environments.
It was my pleasure. I hope my tips help your listeners build strong connections and navigate new social spaces with confidence.
Absolutely. Thanks again for joining us, Emma.
And to our listeners, we hope you found today's episode helpful. Remember to stay proactive, be patient, and keep practicing your social and language skills.
Next, we'll be answering some of your questions about making connections in new environments. Stay tuned.
Our first question is from Laura, who asks, how do I overcome the fear of approaching people in social settings?
Great question, Laura. Overcoming the fear of approaching people can be challenging, but starting with small steps can help. Try starting with simple, open-ended questions and focusing on listening rather than worrying about what to say next. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become.
Our next question is from Tom, who asks, how can I maintain new friendships when I'm busy with work or studies?
Maintaining friendships requires effort, even when you're busy. Schedule regular catch-ups, even if they're short, and make an effort to reach out every now and then. It can be a quick message, a phone call, or a brief meetup. Small gestures go a long way in keeping the connection alive.
Our final question today is from Anna, who asks, how can I handle cultural differences when trying to make friends in a new country?
Handling cultural differences requires openness and sensitivity. Take the time to learn about the local customs and etiquette, and be respectful of differences. Asking questions and showing genuine interest in understanding the culture can help bridge gaps and build rapport.
Excellent advice, Catherine. Thanks to everyone for sending in their questions. We hope our answers have been helpful.
Before we wrap up, here are a few key takeaways from today's episode.
Be proactive. Don't wait for others to approach you. Take the initiative to start conversations and engage with new people.
Find common interests. Join clubs or groups related to your hobbies to meet like-minded individuals.
Practice your language skills, attend language exchange events or find conversation partners to improve your communication.
Be open and approachable. Smile, make eye contact, and show genuine interest in others.
Handle rejection gracefully. Don't take it personally. Focus on positive interactions and keep trying.
Stay consistent. Maintain regular contact with new friends and participate in shared activities.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Great English Podcast. We hope you've gained valuable insights into making connections in new social spaces.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more episodes on life skills and language learning. If you enjoyed today's show, please leave us a review and share it with your friends.
And if you have any topics or questions you'd like us to cover in future episodes, feel free to reach out to us on social media or through our website.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, stay curious, stay confident, and keep learning.
Goodbye for now.